Yeah, no, just first of all, want to thank our marketing team for just putting together a really special senior day for us. I thought that was really well done. Our fans continue to show up and show out. So it was great to have the stands as full as they were for a really special group of seniors. But overall, I mean, today was a good game for us to get back home and kind of just. I mean, we were out in Utah for felt like about a month, so it was great to be back home. But Colorado is a team that they're very well coached. They play the game very fundamentally solid. They run great stuff. They've got some really big wins this season, so we're glad that one is behind us because that game really could have gone either way, and we've got a lot of respect for them and what they've done. They're a little banged up right now, and so it was kind of a interesting game going into it, just not knowing what their lineups were going to look like. But I thought that our kids did a really good job of just focusing on us, focusing on what we do. Great to get Staley back. Being a little more like Staley, and all in all, it was just it was a team effort. I thought our kids were who I wanted them to be today in terms of just getting on the floor for loose balls, being really disruptive defensively. That's really what I'm focused on right now, is just how can you continue to play hard and be the hardest working team when maybe the scoreboard says that you don't have to do that. That's an area of focus for us lately, that we don't care what the scoreboard says. We don't care who we're playing. We just want to work. We've got to work. And I think our kids are really growing up in that right now.
You've talked a lot about just how fast your team plays. You were able to force into 21 turnovers, and 27 points came off of those turnovers for you guys. Just defensively, how sound is your team right now?
Yeah, I think that really started for us out in Utah. We just felt like we were soft against BYU. We had a whole bunch of game film to back that up, and then on the flip side, after that Utah game, it was good quality game film the other side of it, and just being aggressive and being who we have to be. So I am proud of that, but I think that Utah game really kind of set the tone for our kids understanding how hard we have to play and what we want to do defensively, and it was good to see that carry into today.
Drilling down on that a bit, the second quarter, y'all forced 7 turnovers in that quarter alone, and that's when you really started to take control of the game. Did you feel like that was kind of the moment when that really clicked for y'all today?
Sure, of course. It's because we want to get up and down and play at that fast tempo. The games where there's a lot of stoppage or we're fouling or those types of things, it's just hard for us to get going. So anytime we can generate offense from our defense, that's a really good thing for us. And I thought that second quarter, we definitely kind of busted it open because we were able to do that from the defensive end.
Staley seems so good at absorbing contact, creating a little space off of it, and finishing it. How much of that can you coach versus how much of that is just sort of natural instincts that she has?
I mean, she's just tough as nails. She's just a tough kid. I mean, she came in that way. You talk to her parents or you talk to other people about her parents and the way they played the game. I think that's just who Staley is and how she was raised. But I think our coaches have done a really good job of helping her understand, getting to different spots on the floor and how she can attack defenses and use that physicality. So I think it's been we've made a great team together, and it's so fun having someone like her who is so coachable, because we can give her the information. And I would say Staley, of any player I've ever coached, is probably the quickest to be able to take information and then apply it right away. It's almost creepy how she does it. I mean, she doesn't need reps at it. You can just tell her, you can show her one time on film, and she does it. So I think it's just, a testament to the toughness that she came in with, and then her coachability, and then just trusting that we're giving her the information that is going to help her be better.
Was that your first time watching the senior day videos?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
What was the emotions like through that, and each person talking about their journey through here?
I mean, it was amazing. This is such a special group of players, and I don't even want to talk about it right now because I don't want to get emotional because they mean the world to me, not just as a coach, but just as a person. This has been an amazing year for me personally, bringing a daughter into the world. And I'm just so grateful to this group. I've said it many times, but if my daughter grows up to be like any one of our seniors, I'm going to be a really happy mom because they're just the best people. They're the best role models. They're just everything that you want to be around on a daily basis. And so I'm just so grateful and blessed to have so much going on in my life personally at this time of year and have such an incredible group of people to help me with that. People ask me all the time how my stress levels are being in season and being a new mom, and I've never been better ever as a coach, and it's because of this group of seniors leading the charge and doing so in just such an amazing way as great people. I've coached a lot of really good teams. It doesn't necessarily mean that the character matches the talent completely, but this team, as good as they are, their character exceeds all of that.
Tenen was very active today, praise as well, but Tenen seemed to be very vital with some of the things she was able to do, particularly on the defensive end. I thought, what stood out to you about her play today?
She just changes the whole game when she's in. Everything that we do defensively, like this game, we're trying to go over handoffs and ball screens, and for our guards to know that she's got their back in the paint, that gives them a lot of confidence. And so just strategically what we're able to do when Tenen, and I think Praise has come just right alongside her with that. But Tenen is just, her length really gives people problems. And she is undoubtedly one of the best rim protectors in the country. I hope that people really pay attention to what she's done because she just completely changes the game, like I said. So her activity in the paint, actually thought she was a little bit slower today to cover the ground that she normally does. But even still, her not being at her best, she's a great rim protector for us. So she's really special at what she does defensively.
Gret, obviously you played your own teammate Leor today and was able to hold her just to a three-pointer. What does it say about your defense today and how you were able to get those stops against some of those successful players for Colorado?
I think we understood that they will want to shoot it, but we also we're aware of that. That's not maybe what they do best as of right now. I can't say specifically on Leor because I wasn't guarding her throughout the game. There were moments where I did, but everybody kind of had their own times when they were on Leor or other shooters. But overall, I think we just followed the game plan of blowing things up, not letting them get to what they want. And I don't know, overall, I feel like we did a pretty okay job of that. There were moments when we didn't, but at the same time we made up for those times with some steals in the second half. So yeah.
Was this one a good late birthday gift and having your mom here?
Yeah, for sure.
Gret, on a step back three like you had in the first half, when do you know that you got them? When do you know that you've created enough space? Is it just sort of a natural instinct, or?
Yeah, it's more like an instinct. It's more it feels good, or it feels like it's the right time to go and shoot it. And obviously you gotta have confidence with it too. And I feel like I've gotten a little bit more confident over the last couple weeks here. So yeah.
After you make a move like that, are you man, that better go in?
I usually feel if it's gonna go in or not, and I don't know. I don't really think about it that much, but I don't know.
Is it at all odd for you, because we talked to Jacie about this the other day, and it's hard to, senior day is sort of like a celebration of the end of something, and this is obviously not the end for you guys. Is it weird to have this emotional moment in the middle of what you still feel like is a long journey?
Yeah, it is really weird. We were in I think it was the media timeout in the fourth quarter, and it was like 4-something to play, and I just kind of like looked around, and I was like, damn, like it's senior night, and like it feels like it's the last one, but it's obviously not. So I got a little bit emotional at that time, which was like weird, because like, I don't know, it's just, I don't know, this place just has meant so much to me that it's kind of like every time I think about that, like it could be the last time, or like not, I mean, obviously one time, sometime it will be the last time that I play here, but it just kind of like feels like weird to think about it. So yeah.
Coach, you've talked a lot about seedings the last few weeks and where you guys want to be. Do you think at all about these markers that you're making in history also here at OSU? You know, now the most wins since in over a decade, and the win mark that you have at home. I mean, do you think about those things too as you're trying to get that seeding higher and higher?
Honestly, no, I don't. Just because I don't normally, I don't know any of that information until it happens. I know that I want to protect home court, and I know that we take a lot of pride in doing that, and this team has been awesome with that, and our fans have been a huge part of that. We don't get some of the wins that we've had without our fan support, so it's just such a special journey right now. You know, um, we're all doing it together, and it's just so much bigger than any one person right now. So that's what I'm trying to focus on, is just enjoying each moment and soaking it in. And people don't tell me. Sometimes I read stuff and I'm like, oh, well, that's cool that we've done that. You know, that's not our goal. But it is. It's really special. And I just tell them, you know, you don't get this back. And the things that they've done, no one can ever take from them. And that is something that I do care tremendously about, because I want that for them. I've never coached a more unified, special group who's just collectively given me their whole heart. And so I just so badly want them to experience every good thing that comes with this game. And they've experienced a lot, right? Like, we've set a lot of different records, and I didn't even realize what you just said until, like, no one has talked to me about that in terms of our wins. But again, it's because we're not focused on that. We're just focused on the process. We're focused on the journey. And seedings matter to us because we just want to position ourselves to play as long as possible. So that's really why we're focused on the seeding.